Hello and welcome to the Nordic Stitches YouTube podcast. This is a podcast mainly about knitting and yarn, and sometimes I dabble my fingers into other crafts as well. Welcome to new and returning viewers. All the information about everything that I talk about will be linked down below. Also on the screen here you will see where you can find me, and those places will also be linked down below, including where you can find my designs on Ravelry. My name is Lilli. Well, actually, it's Lilli E, most commonly known as Lilli here on the great interwebs. And I am coming to you from my temporary house in central Norway. I am gonna jump straight into the administrative corner today. Every time I look down on my phone, and that is because that is where I have my show notes. And yeah, I just want to get everything out to you correctly. So, the first thing that I'm going to talk to you about today is the Nordic Stitches 2019 Knit Along. This will happen in the Nordic Stitches Facebook group, and it will be a knit along for all the Nordic Stitches patterns. Prices for that knit along, yarn related, are yet to be decided, but there will be two prices, single pattern prices, and those are donated by my sample knitter Carolina, who is Sika Knits on Instagram. She will let two of you choose one single pattern of your choosing from the entirety of the Ravelry library up to a value of $8. So that is two prices already donated to that knit along. If you are a maker of any kind and would like to donate a price to this channel and my knit alongs, please drop me a message either on Ravelry or via my Facebook business page, and that is also of course linked down below. Then there is the Nordic Stitches Christmas Sock Club and Knit Along. Wow, that's a mouthful. It has a hashtag that says NS. This is on Instagram. NS. And then there's a Santa for Christmas. Then there's a sock emoticon for the sock, and then I think it says club behind it. I will put it on the screen here. That is a very unique hashtag. Please don't use it unless you're actually showing pictures of the club socks, because I will be drawing one prize from the Ravelry project pages, and I will be drawing one prize from the Instagram pictures for this knit along as well. All the main prizes, yarn related prizes, will happen on Facebook, and I will touch upon that in just a second. But it really helps a designer, a small designer like myself, to have very nice project pages on Ravelry, and it also helps having the word spread on Instagram. So I will choose the winners, one from Ravelry project pages and one from Instagram, using that hashtag. So I will use that hashtag to scroll down and choose a winner. And I will choose those winners based purely on how much I love your pictures. So that is why I say don't use the hashtag unless it's actually for the club socks, because that's going to mess up the feed. But yeah, I just wanted to do that in addition to the yarn prices over in the Facebook group, because if you're not on Facebook, you will still have a fair chance to win something. And those two prizes will also be pattern prizes. Again, your own choosing, entirety from Ravelry up to $5. And yeah, the yarn prices for the knit along, the main prices over on Facebook, will be are yet to be decided, but there will be awesome prizes, and there may also be a surprise prize there. The knit along will run out January 2019, just because I know it's the most wonderful time for the stress, and not everybody has the time or feel like they have the time to participate at this moment. So I'm extending it out January, giving you a fair chance of actually completing all 4 pairs. Yay! The first pattern for the sock club has been released. This time I have hired a sample knitter, wonderful Carolina, again, Sika Knits on Instagram. Almost said Ravelry there. to read through the patterns, find errors if there were any, knit up the pairs and take wonderful pictures that I could use on the project page, share with you on Instagram, and use in the patterns. And she's done so marvelously. And that means that the pictures that you will see here are Carolina's socks, and the socks that I will show you in just a minute are my socks. I am so beyond happy with Carolina's job, and it has been a pure joy working with her. My socks are being knit on 2mm needles, zing double pointed as always, in my favorite sock yarn ever, and I will show you the sock yarn first. The first sock pair was released yesterday, so today is Saturday. I'm recording today just because yesterday got very busy. I will touch upon that in the end of this video, why it's been busy, in case you don't know. The favorite sock yarn that I have is this Fjord Fiber Socks, Trollfjord. It contains Norwegian wool. It is a non-superwash yarn, so it is amazingly warm on the feet, because non-superwash, let's face it, they remove the wool properties, it doesn't warm as much. And another thing, you probably don't need to know this, but when you sweat on your feet, the pure wool socks actually helps draw that moisture away from your feet. And they still keep you warm. So when it comes to sock yarn, I always prefer non-superwash. That being said, superwash yarns are amazing for shorties in the summer. But this base is, if you haven't tried it, I have absolutely no reason why you shouldn't, unless you have an actual physical allergy, which actually is a thing. Now, just scratching isn't an allergy. A doctor has to say that you are allergic for you to say that you are allergic. Just being scratchy doesn't mean you're allergic. It means you have a sensitive skin. I scratch from some wools. I'm not allergic. Also, if you're allergic, you can try alpaca, because alpaca are hairs, not wool. Now you know that. Back to the yarn. This is the colorway Dogwood Rose, and it is Fjord Fibers. It is amazing. Lilli, who dyes this yarn, lives and dyes from Bergen in Norway on the west coast. It's a 2-ply yarn, and it is amazing. I love everything that woman does. And they knit up into the most beautiful socks ever. I have one sock done. The reason that I hired Carolina to do this was because I got burned out, I hit a wall, and I didn't want that to affect you in any kind of way. So I knit on my socks, you know, here and there while she did her job. And I have finished one sock, and I've gotten this far on the second sock. So this time, for this club, I'm knitting along with you. I love how this is coming out. This is the front. As you can see, there is no rib on the front. It goes straight into the pattern. And if you want to, you can of course choose to do that for the back as well. This is double seat stitch, and this is faux cables. I've actually uploaded a tutorial, a Patreon exclusive tutorial for all levels on how I knit these cables. So if you knit any of my patterns where these faux cables are included, and let's face it, they are in a lot of patterns because I love them, that video will be very helpful to you. And so this is how I knit it. I always design with a heel flap and gusset, but you are of course free to put in whatever rib, heel, and toe you feel like. But to be eligible to win a prize, this section cannot change. The chart cannot change. However, you can put it on the back and still be eligible. I am this far on my second pair. Sorry about the glare and the weird lighting today, but Norway this time of year doesn't have a whole lot of daylight. I have a lot of things to do. We'll be touching upon that in the end of the video, and I just have to record now when I have the time to do so. It's currently 10 o'clock in the morning, on a Saturday. So this is my second sock. And that will probably be finished by the next time I sit down and record a podcast. I have finished a pair of socks as well, since I'm already talking about socks. I have one on the blocker and one not. This is my 5th pair. And it's a sparkly base. Can you see that? Can you see that it sparkles? Yeah, there it is. This is It's a Disaster Darling sock set from Little French Meadow. I love the things they do. The sock blockers are from Patricia Photography here on YouTube and P Fortune on Instagram. Definitely want to follow. Love that woman. She's amazing. This is the 5th pair for the Strictly sock along that is hosted by Ali of Little Drops of Wonderful, which I also will be talking about a little later in this podcast episode. She is, for the 2nd time running, woohoo, it's a tradition now, hosting this knit along. And the idea is that you knit your socks while watching Strictly Come Dancing. But it's a highly encouraged rule-bending knit-along, meaning that if you don't have Strictly Come Dancing in your country, we don't, I live in Norway, you can bend your rules so you still can participate in the camp. So, I started knitting my socks when the video in a newspaper online came showing the celebrities for our show, which is Skal vi danse. Translates directly into Shall We Dance, and it's all, of course, a take on the American show. I don't know if it's originally American. Let's just say, you know, for simplicity reasons, that it is. Most TV shows are. And if it's not, please feel free to correct me down below. So it's, of course, all a take on the Dancing with the Stars. And I absolutely love how this came out. Also, again, knit on 2mm needles, DP ends, 2x2 rib, because I just love that rib. A few rows here, heel flap, slip stitch with a heel turn, a gusset, and it fits my foot perfectly. And now I'm thinking, if I wear a pair that I can, if I wear this on a Tuesday, I can knit on my other Strictly Dance socks on that Tuesday, because I'm wearing socks that I've already knit. That's allowed, right? I bend the rules quite a lot. And now I have to get up because I have forgotten to bring with me the 6th pair that I cast on this morning. Because guess what? It's Saturday. You will have known this bag for a while if you've been with this channel for a while. The leftovers from the sock set, it was a 50 and I think it was 20 grams, and like I said, it's called It's a Disaster Darling. This is what I have left. I am now currently, since this morning, I have probably like 7 or 8 rounds of this next 6th pair for this knit along, and this one does not have Selena in it. And this is a Viennese Waltz sock set. Yeah, you can see that. Trust me, it says Viennese Waltz. The main yarn looks like this. And I started out with the pink contrast on top just for 3 rounds. So I cast on 1 round, knit 2 rounds, 2 rounds, and then I went straight into the other color. And that's what I have so far. Impressive, huh? Pair 6 on the go. Okay, so the last thing I have to show you for the knitting section is a beanie that I have knit in Holst yarns. Well, I'm currently knitting on. I will get back to that. This yarn, Holst Garn, purchased from Denmark. Love these 2 colors together. And I have ash under my nails. Now, why do you not say that? See that? Yeah, ash, not shit, ash. The colorways are, this is the Noble color base. It has cashmere in it, and obviously also a little bit of my DNA. The white, the nature is Whisper, and the blue is J. It has 95% Geelong wool. Is it Geelong or Geelong? G or G? I have no idea. Maybe it's just Geelong. And it's 5% cashmere, and it is amazing. The stitch definition on this is amazing, and this is before washing and blocking. And if you remember last time, I cast on with blue because I'm knitting this double, the brim double, because Norway, a lot of cold winds, long winters. I don't understand why anybody wouldn't have a double brim on their beanies. So I came to the conclusion that I needed a double brim with a white on the inside because I have a touch of OCD. And when I came a touch off, I'm not, you know, clinically OCD-ish or anything. But I came to the point where I was done with the beanie and I was going to sew it in. Didn't click with the blue. No. So I snipped off the blue. I picked back up the stitches for the white, and now I'm knitting the white on the inside of the brim. And for some reason I hate knitting rib now. It's okay for a sock, but you know, the second you pass 100 stitches is, you know, right. I've never been like that with a rib. Rib is, you know, TV knitting. You don't care about the rib. It's, you know, it flows. This time, however, for some reason, I think it's because I just want to be done with the beanie already. So it would have been logical me just zooming through it since I'd want to be finished with the beanie, but somehow that logic does not appear in my head at this point. The beanie is amazing. It's Lilli by Amelia, who hosts the Arctic Knitting Podcast and dyes the Arctic amazing freaking yarns. And if you haven't checked out Amelia, you should, because this is the Lilli beanie, knit for the second time by me. The first time I didn't take into consideration my freakishly small human head, so I knitted according to the pattern, which made the beanie too big for me because I have a teen head, not an adult head, although the brain is big enough. Oh. The stitch definition, like I said, is amazing. This is like again, before beanie and blocking, before washing and blocking. And in case you can't tell, there's a Selby rose in here as well, in the decrease, in the opposite colors, and it's just so stunningly pretty. And when you hold up the decrease, it looks like that. It's a star, and it's so well, to be honest, I'm gonna say it like I would have in real life. Knit-wise, this is pornographic. Knitographic. It's just, it blows my mind. I just love this pattern. It's a simple color work pattern, even though it may not look like it. I know that Catherine from Crafternoon Treats had never knit color work. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I don't think she'd ever knit color work, and she nailed this the first time she knit it. There's a few places here you catch your floats, but if you watch my help video for mitten knitting, I think I've actually included how I catch my floats, and it's quite simple, so it shouldn't hold you back from knitting color work. And I really, from the bottom of my heart, recommend this pattern. It is amazing because it's made by an amazing woman. The crochet project for this week that I haven't here to show you is because it's being occupied at the moment. If you follow me on Instagram or have watched my Vlogger series, you will know. Also, if you've been with this channel for a while, you will know that I knit and felted a basket earlier this summer that I intended to use for my minis. It got too big, so I used it for, you know, my cotton yarn stash instead. And Makula, my cat, my furry baby, she fell so much in love with this basket, she kept sitting by it. And I kept taking pictures of it and sending it to my mom, and my mom was like, you know, take the hint. And I had bought the yarn a long time ago, actually this summer before fall set in, intending to, you know, make her this basket as a cat bed. And it's quite simple. You just make one of those regular crochet circles. All of this is available free on the internet. Please don't ask me to make a pattern because it's already out there. You just have to Google and search for it. You make a basic crochet circle. When you're happy with the size of the round, this is the fifth time I'm saying this. You crochet in the round without increasing, and you just, you know, you get the edges. And when you're happy with the edges, you stop and you throw it in the washing machine, you felt it, and voila, you have yourself a cat bed. Now what I did for this, I can talk about the yarn and include a picture of Makula using the bed. She is all over this bed. She just loves this so much. I don't know, it's like she sleeps better in this bed. She actually started using it before it had dried. So what I used was Fritidsull from Nilli. It's actually a House of Yarn Linda. And I used 4 dark gray, 4 gray, and 2 nature. It is 100% wool because you can't felt superwash. It has to be 100% wool. And 1 50-gram ball was approximately 55 meters, and it recommends needles 8 when held it as 1 strand. I held it double, and I used crochet hook number 8. It was tough on the hands, but I crocheted that baby in less than 3 hours during the night, and I felted it the morning after, put it by the wood burning stove here to dry, and the basket was made from the second that I started it until it has, well, almost completely dried, and Makula was in it less than 24 hours. That's how little it takes to please a cat. She's laying in it now just looking at me. Are you talking about me, human? Yes, I am. She loves the basket. I finally got around to it, and now of course she just wants to live in there. Ever since she started warming up to me as a human, coming to me only somewhere between 8 and 10 weeks. She came to me as a rescue cat, trauma, and she's got anxiety, a bad hip and all that. But ever since she warmed up to me as a human, she runs around my feet when it's time to go to bed, because I have the routine, you know, I turn off the TV, I turn up the lights, and I say to my cat, it's time to go to bed, good night. And she runs after me. She stares into the drain when I brush my teeth, because running water, very exciting. And she rushes up to the second floor, and you know, she sits there waiting for me to, you know, get under the cupboard. And when I do, she snuggles up in my armpit, and she just lays there and purring and until I fall asleep. And then she goes to the end of my bed and sleeps by my feet until I wake up again, and then she comes back into my armpit. However, the reason I'm telling you all this is because the second that cat bed was done, and this is a routine we've had for over 5 years, keep that in mind. The second that cat bed was done, she just laid there looking at me turning off the lights, listened to me brushing the teeth, walking up. 5 minutes later, she comes up, looking at me. Oh, you went to bed. I'm telling you, that cat bed is stealing my cat away from me. I have some hand spun to show you, and I think that is it before I go into the incoming goodies. I have finished I have actually soaked it and set the twist as well. This is a 3-ply sock yarn. 85% superwash pool worth and 15% nylon. It was 100 grams, and I think when it was done I have tagged them. 40 grams in one hank, 60 meters, and 53 grams, so 93 grams of yarn. And that should be just enough for a pair of socks for me. And this is how it looks. This is fiber that I bought from Tante Ull. She dyes fiber and yarn from Trondheim, and I will touch upon her again in my incoming goodies. And you can see her Instagram tag there as well. Definitely want to follow. She spins and dyes the most beautiful things. And this is the colorway Pistachio, or Pistachio, as you would say. Like I said, I have 93 meters of yarn here, and I think they will make amazing socks. This is a fingering slash sportish, weight. It looks very consistent, but it's not always. It sounds fun. Okay, so incoming goodies. I need to rearrange myself and drink some coffee. I bought a lot of Christmas fabric to make a lot of project bags, and half of the interfacing that I got I couldn't use. So I will be selling 8 Christmas project bags, 4 of each, that I will be showing you on Instagram. So if you haven't followed me yet on Instagram, please feel free to do so. And if you're not on Instagram, I'm sorry, but at this point I have to do what is simple for me, because I have a lot of things coming that really is taking up most of my energy and time. So I need things to be simple for me this time. So if that isn't something that you suits you at this point, I'm sorry. Like I said, half the interfacing I couldn't use, so I only have 8 bags that will be coming for sale on Instagram. So go to my profile and click the 3 lines or dots at the top of the corner and choose notification on my posts if you want to know when this goes live. I will be posting these on Sunday the 11th of November on my profile, evening time, Oslo time. I haven't decided the clock yet. Should, like I said, set your notifications if you really want a bag. You can't just drop me a comment down here and say you want one. I want this to be fair for everybody, including myself. None of these have inside pockets, because I found on small and medium bags, I don't use the pockets myself, and I've talked to a lot of people and they don't use them either. On bigger bags, I get it. Sweater quantity bags or something, but I figured, you know what, I'm not going to go through the stress if people aren't going to use them. And if you like that, again, sorry, can't keep it simple for everybody. The bags look like this. So all my bags this year has a theme. So again, if I want to do this again next year, they will have a different theme. So this year I went to a thrift store and I found these very beautiful Christmas curtains, and I figured, you know what, that would make amazing bottoms. And all my bags have squared bottoms, and they stand up by themselves. They have zippers. And the lining fabric here on the blue one with Santas and deers and packages and robins has a blue zipper to match. And on the inside it has this deer fabric. I haven't ironed this one yet, with a gold nose, and I think that is just so beautiful. So that's the blue one. I can't wait to use mine. I've set some aside for myself, of course, because Christmas and me. This one, the sock one, haven't ironed this one either. Some of the socks, as you can tell, have some snowflakes, and some of the socks have Selby roses on there. Cool. That's one of the reasons I got this fabric. Again, with the repurposed bottom here, square. All my bags this time have a tag, and the inside of these has a silver fabric with stars, and they will look a little bit more pristine when you get them, because, well, I haven't ironed these yet. They're piling up beside me here, you just can't see them. So like I said, there will be 4 of each. They are medium size, as you can tell, compared to my head, you can get a lot in here. At least a big shawl project. Maybe even 2 sock projects. So I would call these medium-sized bags. and they will be available to purchase from my Instagram profile. And when you go to the picture there will be one picture for each of these. And when you go to the picture, please read all the information before sending me a message, because you will have to send me a message on Instagram letting me know that you want one of these, which one, and the prices will be there as well. And before you ask, Norway does have shipping with tracking to other countries, but the shipping with tracking, it's up to you. Will cost just as much as the bag. Just letting you know. So if you want shipping with tracking, you can. Just be aware that it is insanely expensive. If you live in Norway and want me to ship this with tracking, you know already that that is not as expensive. But out of the country, it's carry-on cash, and there's a lot of custom declaration notes and all that to put on there as well. You do that anyway, but yeah, just make sure that you know this before setting out to purchase. You will have to have a PayPal account, because I will be sending you a PayPal invoice for this. Like I said, all the information will be in the post for the pictures, so just make sure that you read everything. And the 4 first persons, well, 8 first persons, 4 for this and 4 for this, that send me a message saying I want that bag, will be getting that bag. That's how simple we're keeping it. Yay, for simple. And the reason I'm doing that is because I have closed my Etsy shop, and I am in the process of reopening my website. However, I'm not sure I will open it with a web store. The option is there when I open it. Just not sure that I'm, willing to do that. I need to see how 2019 goes. Yeah, before I talk about incoming goodies, because not everybody wants to listen to me talk about what I've got and in gifts, and because there's a lot of gifts here, and what I've bought, I'm going to touch upon life before saying goodbye, if that's goodbye for you. I moved into this house in May. It was a temporary move because I was setting out to leave this country because my health does not want to stay in Norway. So I had finally nailed an opportunity to move out of this country. However, after a while, that went out the window. This was a temporary house. I was intending to leave. Things didn't work out as they should, and therefore I am stuck in Norway for a while longer. I could not stay in this house. It's way too big. Way too big. I'm chronically ill. I can't take care of a huge house all by my lonesome, and I am not intending to get a husband to clean my house for me, so or a maid for that matter. So I started looking. I want to live tiny anyway. I have this dream and hope that in the future I will be living tiny. So when I found this apartment online, I asked my neighbor to drive me there. I paid for the diesel, and we set out to look at this apartment, and I left without knowing that I got it. And a few days later I had the phone letting me know I had gotten the apartment. So I will be moving December 1st. And I only let you know about things in my personal life when it will affect Nordic Stitches. And in this case, it does. Moving always does. First of all, I am sick and tired of moving, and I hope that I won't have to move again for a very, very long time, unless I win the lottery and can buy myself a desert island and just sit there and knit. Anyway, the Vlogger series, vlogging every day throughout November. I did that in October. I do it now in November. Although in weekends I like to, chillax a little bit, like the kids say these days. So I may vlog every day, but there may not be a video every day. Especially now that I'm moving, because even though I live in a fully furnished house, there's still quite a bit to do. And even though I didn't unpack everything, there's quite a bit to do. So because when leaving the country, you don't need your furniture, you get new furniture where you move. So I am in now the process of not only moving, but also finding new furniture and a washing machine and all that jazz. So as you can imagine, things are quite hectic, especially up here because it's Christmas soon. I'm a big fan of Christmas. So like I said, the vlogging every day may not happen on YouTube. I will do my utmost, but as you might imagine, you know. Yeah. So, without any further ado, that's now introduced. However, since I am moving December 1st, I am not letting the moving interfere with my vlogging every day for Vlogmas. No. No. Vlogmas is now a tradition. I don't mess with traditions. No. However, the first few days of Vlogmas may be very short, because this is the 3rd time I am moving for Christmas. And I am just sick and tired of moving boxes, cluttering up my Advent. Because I don't start Christmas December 1st, I start Advent. I don't understand why people decorate for Christmas December 1st and throws it out December 26th. I don't get that. Because I decorate for December 1st. And I decorate for Christmas the 23rd, because we in Norway celebrate mainly, the main Christmas happens the 24th, opening the presents, the big dinner, all that. And then I keep it for all the 21 days of Christmas, you guys, until 14th of January. Yeah, that's the old-fashioned Christmas, not this new thing that I don't understand. Anyway, first days of Vlogmas may be very short. You know, moving. Right, so that was all the updates. If you feel satisfied at this point, I hope to see you back here for a later episode. And right now, I will jump into the incoming goodies, which is quite a lot. So I'm just gonna rearrange myself. If this is it for you, I hope to see you back here. Leave a thumbs up and a nice little comment down below. Let's chat. I love interacting with you. And I hope to see you back here for the next video. Bye. And now, for you who are interested in all the goodies that has come in the mail, let me just have a little sip of coffee, rearrange myself like I said, and I will be right back with you. For you, that's approximately 2 seconds. For me, that might be 10 minutes. Okay, incoming goodies. I'm gonna start with a collaboration package. When I saw this, I thought, I can't. And then I went in and I did. It was just screaming Christmas and my name on it, on top. It is a very beautiful collaboration between, and I will cheat here and say this correctly. This is a collaboration between Patricia of Pre-Fortune, and I don't remember for the life of me, and I'm so sorry, the names of the other two, but I will put their Instagram handles here. And I also do a sort of show notes over on Instagram, so you know, you can go there and follow them. P-Fortune, who is Patricia of the Knitography YouTube channel. Like I said, please go follow that woman, she's amazing. And then there's Bertie and Poppet and LF Dubois. They all went together for a collaboration package. There's a bag. And a Selby Rose tag on the zipper. And on the inside, it has these tiny little Selby Roses and Bertie and Poppet tag. This is just, you know, in my heart and just stays there. It's just so, it's beyond beautiful and amazing. This is Bertie and Poppet's business card. Oh, sorry. Look at that cutie. It's just so darn cute. And I still have ash under my nails. Deal with it. Then Dubois made Chicken Wood Studio. Okay, so LF Dubois Chicken Wood Studio. Wow, sorry, I'm prepared, as you can tell. Like I said, LF Dubois, who is Chicken Wood Studio. There is a lotion bar and a wool wash with lanolin soap. This was a limited edition set, and I don't think you can grab it now. Meaning that I am very lucky. Hello, there you are. So the soap Smells amazing. Absolutely amazing. And it is a lot of soap. This is going to last for a very long time. Yeah, like I said, I will tag them on Instagram and put their information in the box below. Comes in this linen bag, the soap. Amazing. I'm just... The times I say amazing in this video. And then there's the lotion bar. And it contains organic refined coconut oil, beeswax, shea butter, essential oils of orange, lavender, frankincense, probably not, and cedar wood. And it's just amazing. So the thing here is that you do this. You do this. And you're good to go. It's brilliant. I love it. I absolutely love it. Can't wait to put this in my bag and have it with me all the time. Okay, so that was the Bertie and Poppet and the Chickenwood Studios goodies for this package. But you see, that's not all, because Patricia of P-Fortune and Photography sent a pack of tea. And she has dyed, and I need to check this. I think it's madder root. So there's 100 grams of yarn. One hank is natural, and one 50-gram hank is dyed by Patricia of fresh madder. I cannot explain how much I am looking forward to December 1st when I can pick this up. I just spat, that's how excited I am. When I can pick this up and cast on a pair of Christmas mittens with this yarn. Can you handle this? Because I'm not sure I can. It's just, are you kidding me? This is just the most beautiful collaboration package ever. Girls, you did amazing. I am just beyond awes and awes over this. And I just, like I said, December 1st, no matter how busy I am, that night I'm casting on the rib of Christmas mittens, and I am so excited. Hey, I have more incoming goodies, and I used 6 minutes talking about that package, so. Oh, yeah, I know, you're curious. Lip balm by Tuft Woolens. This is the fresh pear and coconut, and I have ordered 3 more because I am very much loving these. These are also lanolin and all, you know, organic and all that loveliness. I love products like that. Like I said, I have more incoming goodies. I grabbed myself, I think this one thing is going to be a Christmas gift. I haven't decided yet. But I grabbed some minis from Hedgerow Yarns. I've never done that. Hedgerow Yarns minis, I think. Am I lying? Do you know? I don't know. But look at these cuties. They are so adorable. They are so, so adorable. And I can't wait to put them in my blanket. So, hedgerowyarns.com, and I do believe I found them on Etsy. These are called Little Tiddlers. Just makes me very giddy and happy. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and it's 10 grams per little baby, and it's 40 meters. So gorgeous. So, so gorgeous. And I bought a keychain with the Kitchener stitch on it. Now, compared to the videos, this is the other way around. I think this starts with a P front, K back. But I have seen videos where they do the opposite, knit front, purl back. So I'm confused. Again, which didn't help because I did get this because the Kitchener stitch confuses me. I know it's simple, but my head just can't wrap around it. And I thought, you know, getting this would help. However, it confused me even more. So it's here tucked into the minis for now. But I do love the minis, and I think it's a beautiful keychain. And I have bought some more Holst yarns because they had a birthday sale. well, she had a birthday sale. So I got these. Okay, so I grabbed 5 gray beige colorways and 3 of the greens. Well, it's more like a petrol green actually. Again, this is Holst Garn. This is the Tides base, and it's 100. This is the Tides base. This is the super soft base. This is the 100% wool base, and this one contains 70% wool and 30% silk. This colorway is Pearl, and that is colorway Marlin. I also got, because in 2019 things will be different, and I will be back to why things will be different when we close in on 2019. But in 2019, I think I want to try and knit socks on these short needles. So I got, since she had a sale, I grabbed these, and I figured if I don't like it, I can just include it in a giveaway for you guys. This is a 25 centimeter long 2mm needles, because I do knit my socks on 2mm needles because I do prefer a more dense fabric so they last longer. Also, I think that's just prettier. Luxus for die Hände. Sorry to any German speaking people out there. This is Addy, and it's made in Germany, and they established in 1829. So stay tuned for that in 2019. I know that Ali of Little Drops of Wonderful tried these, and it messed up her gauge beyond what was expected. So I am excited to see, because I can actually tell you this now. When I knit, I like that my needles go all the way out here and my little finger can rest on the needle. I prefer needles that are that long. So the reason I haven't grabbed needles like this is because they don't at all. They are just so short tips that when I knit now, it's going, the tip, where am I gonna put my little finger? I don't know. Anyway, it's just the tiniest little thing. Just look at this. Anyway, I will try it. I will try it. And I will use a sock yarn. I'm not, you know, very, very afraid to ruin. Anyway, that's what I grabbed from Holst Yarns. I also went to, sorry, just checking the time. I also went on to Barbara's website. Barbara is Knitting I Love podcast and online shop, and she has, if you're not familiar, I am a huge fan of all the accessories that woman has. I will have talked about her keychains, her DPN pouches, her circular needle pouches, and her tags. And this time I got something that I wanted for a long time. And one of these, I got 2. One is actually a Christmas present. My coffee's getting cold. First of all, I'm going to show you what I got. And because Barbara, she's just wonderful. She included extras. I'm going to hold up one because they are both the same color. She also has, what do you call those when you measure your needles? Needle gauge. Yeah, she's got those in felt, as she does. Most of her things are felt, which is one of the things that makes it amazing. But they are also coasters. And they are absolutely amazing. They are millimeter. They are millimeters. This is her logo. Millimeters, as you can see, and the holes, well, the center of the flowers are the needle gauge. I finally got one. I don't know why it's taken me this long to purchase them, because they are, everything that she sells is very affordable. Very affordable. I also got some tags. Whoop! I'm just throwing things around here. These are color tags. I think all these are color tags. So there's 1, 2, 3 of each, and there's 2 different color tags. One looks like this. It has a heart on one side and hand washing tag on the other side. So the thing here is that you fold it double. And it has a tiny little hole on each side so you can easily sew it onto the collar of your knitted item. So when you fold it, it is a heart the right side and a hand wash tag right side on the other side. It doesn't show up as good as it does in real life, but it's amazing. So that's one of the tags. She also has tags that aren't color tags, that, you know, but these are specified for color so that they are right side up. Then there's a sheep and a heart, and again they have a small hole on either side so that you can easily attach it. A heart and a sheep. There we go. I have psoriasis on my inside. Oh, I have psoriasis shedding, so sorry about that. And that's what the sheep looks like on one side, and that's what the heart looks like on the other side. Cool, huh? You can use them on collars, on sweaters, on socks, on mittens, you name it. They are just amazing. She also included extras because, like I said, Barbara is Barbara and she's just lovely. So she included 3 minis for me to put in my blanket. Very cool. She also included this heart tag. Can you see that at all? Yeah. And 3 of her more known tags. These have pictures only on one side, but that's okay. And they, again, with the small holes so that you can attach them. So that's a sweater, I think. And 3 hearts and a flower. And I'm, again, sorry for the my Cinderella nails. Cinderella, Cinderella. I have no idea what's up with me today. Anyway, she included all that extras, but that's not all. She included the sweetest, cutest, darndest little thing. And I will use this for my egg warmer. It's just so cute. Look at that. It's a tiny little beanie. Are you kidding me? That is just so adorable. And a little pom-pom on the top. It is so cute. It is so darn cute. And I said thank you to Barbara, but again, Barbara, thank you so much. I really do love it. It's just so cute. I have ordered more from Barbara because Barbara is amazing, and she just released these DPN pouches. No, I asked her to do that so I could have a set. She released, and I will try to copy and borrow a picture from Barbara and put it on the screen here. She has these circular needle pouches that are just amazing, and she came with one just before now with snowflakes on it. Oh, I got one, and I sent her a message asking her DPN pouches with this, and her DPN pouches are just so brilliant. I will actually find one and show you. It was attached to my socks this morning and I took it off for some reason. Well, I put my socks down and I didn't put the DPN pouch on. So you have your sock with your DPNs and you have a DPN pouch. This is one of her very many designs and colors. It has a snap-on. This is fluffy because, you know, I've used it quite a while. And you snug your needles in there and you pop it and it stays there, and the needles are safe and the stitches are safe and everything is okay, and you just have it there, and they are so beautiful. I have one of these in blue and in dark pink, and they are just brilliant. I love, like I said, I am a huge fan of her knitting accessories, and I really do recommend you checking her out because it's affordable too, and she lives and sends from Ireland, so now you know that. The last purchase I have to show you, well, the second last purchase I have to show you is, like I said when I talked about the handspun yarn, I would talk about Tante Ull. Her name is Marianne. Tante Ull is her Instagram and YouTube account. She dyes yarn and fiber and spins yarn and sells. And oh, that reminds me actually. Barbara also now, Barbara Knitting I Love, has a less plastic option for shipping. Yes, amazing. Back to Tante Ull. She is Marianne Glørstad. Dyes in central Norway, just a little more south from here. And her online shop is tanteull.com. And I'm sure that if you see something you like and you don't understand, you can probably send her a message and ask her if she's interested in, you know, dealing with you from another country. This time, I've gotten a lot of fiber from her, but this time I grabbed yarn. I plan on using these three with this. This is an undyed yarn that I grabbed from Emilia. I asked her if I could have some, buy some, and she said of course. And she sent it to me, and this is Silver Stellina Sparkles. Superwash Merino nylon sock base. The same as this, except, no, this is silver too. Yay! I love Silver Stellina much more than I do Gold Stellina yarn. This is, and I'm gonna read it in Norwegian and translate it to English. Garn med glitter, yarn with sparkles. And it's 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina glitter. 400 meters and 100 grams. And this colorway is called Lynghonning. Heather honey. That would translate to heather honey. Can you just soak in that for a while? Wow, what? And these are called Fluffy Brush. It's noticed that she's a Central Norwegian person and her dialect is like mine, and we have very many weird sayings, fluffy being one of them, which, as you will probably have picked up, similar to fluffy. It's just a Central Norwegian way of saying it. This is a 72% kid mohair and 28 silk % blend, and it is amazing. The colorway is blush. It is 420 meters and one of these is 50 grams. So this is 100 grams. And I will be holding all of these together for a shawl. A big, big shawl. And I will try and do that in December. And I'm thinking garter based. Oh my god. This is amazing. I can't wait to cast this on. I just need to finish unpacking first. Okay, she also included 2 packs of tea that I can enjoy while I knit. Thank you. Tusen tack. The last thing purchased that I'm going to show you, just checking the clock, is this. Now I have opened it and arranged the packages so that they are ready for December 1st, because this is Advent Calendar yarn from Helen. Hey Helen! She has the Giddy Knits podcast and dyes the Giddy yarns, and she does amazingly. Her self-striping, guys, really, she's a self-striping genius. Love, love, love her yarns, and I wish I could have it all. So like I said, I've opened this and rearranged the packages so that I can just start grabbing when December 1st comes, and I will do that with the next one to show you as well. I bought this summer. This is 10 gram minis, 24 packages of yarn, and 1 package of sweeties. And this is what they look like inside. So I'm just gonna hold it here like so. That's cool. And if you have ordered this and you don't see a line under the 6 or the 9, just keep in mind that it's every other color. Every other color. I said to Amelia, who I've also purchased a yarn calendar from, remember to put a line under the 6, and she was like, right, I need to do that. There's also fuzzy bits in here, making it festive every time I open. I love it. I can't wait to open these. Like I said, Helen's yarns are just amazing and I love it. So I am very much excited about that yarny calendar, and I will rewrap it so that it's tucked nicely for the move. The last thing that I have to show you today is a swap. We did this last year too. Ali of Little Drops of Wonderful, hey Ali, and myself swapped yarn advent calendars last year. 25 packages of yarn, 5 grams for regular days and 10 grams for Sundays, and a little 50 grams for the 25th. And hers has arrived. If you watched my Vlogtober series, you will already have seen this. Wasn't it Vlogtober? Or was it in Vlogember? It's fuzzy. Anyway, this is the advent calendar in here. And I will be hanging these on my actual advent calendar that I've had since I was a little girl. And if you've seen my previous 2 vlogmases, and I can link that here if you haven't, I have a calendar that my mom embroidered for me when I was a wee little girl, and I have it and I use it every year, and I think that's just brilliant and amazing. I love traditions. This is what the bag looks like, with a denim bottom, which I love. I've done that a lot myself actually, for bags I've sewn for myself and friends. And this fabric. Now she said it has a story, but Ali has yet to tell me what it is. So I'm waiting impatiently. She's busy, I know. You know, she's a mom and all that. She's got work to do. And this is the inside fabric. It is absolutely brilliant. Just check out these 2 together. This is such a perfect bag. She calls her bags dudgy bags. And there is nothing dudgy about them. They are just perfect. She sent 2 pins, one of which I can show you. And I was debating, should I do it, because I was afraid I was going to show you the wrong pin. But then I watched Sam, who is Betsy Mix, and she showed this pin, and I was like, okay, I can do it. I can show this pin because it's a brilliant pin. And if, you know, we have done wrong, at least we're not alone doing it. But I have the previous bag that I showed you. This one is also a gift from Ali of Little Drops of Wonderful, and it's one of her dudgy bags. This is my favorite. I can use that all year round. This is now my favorite Christmas bag that I can use for the entirety of December and out, you know, January 15th. And she's made a pin that says member Dudgy Bag Club. And I am now a proud member because I have the pin and I have 2 bags. Look at that. How cute. I love it. So I'm gonna put this back onto my dudgy bag. She calls them dudgy bags because they're not 100% perfect. But as far as I can tell, they are. And I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Hey, hey. Right, I'm back. So, like I said, this is the dudgy bag from Ali, and it is beautiful. And I sent her bags as well, and I said bags. You gotta check out her channel for that. So, like I said, these are the bags of yarn included in there. And this is number 9, and it's a Sunday. And therefore it is a little bigger. And there's just so many pretty ones in here. And yeah, that's the extra. I can't show you. She folded a star. And if you've seen this channel before, March last year, she sent me this bag. I'm pretty sure it was a birthday present. I promise I'm awake. It may not listen like it, but I am. She included a star. She's just the craftiest person. And everything she does is perfection, even though she says it isn't. She included some mini goodie bags here as well. Smarties and things. Saving that for Christmas. And this is number 25, and it says, "Put me under the tree." Which I will. And I'm very, very excited to see all the goodies that she has included. And the note tucks in there. Wow, guys, oh my goodness, it's going to be a long one this time, I'm afraid. But anyway, like I said, I am moving, so if I don't podcast every week or every other week from this point, at least you know why. If you want a little taste of Nordic stitches throughout the day, anyway, you can check out my everyday vlogging. They mostly contain yarn, knitting, crochet, and hiking, and my beautiful four-legged fur baby Makula, because I like keeping my personal life personal and the yarny goodness for Nordic stitches. So if you're afraid that the vlogs will be very you know, private life, don't worry, they aren't. I do include a lot of drives, walks around cities and places and stuff like that as well. So if you're into anything Norwegian, you know, you might want to check out the vlog series. I'm gonna start rambling now and run up to my neighbor and grab a cup of coffee. Maybe we will take a ride outside and just, you know, enjoy the day outside, because it is a beautiful, beautiful autumnal day. And there may or may not also be a flea market. I am so stressed right now. It's not even funny, and I don't even know why. Maybe it's because I'm moving again. I hope to see you back here for the next podcast, the next vlog, and make sure to hit the thumbs up before you leave, and hit that subscribe button. Maybe even put a little notification on by pressing the bell, and that way you will know whenever I upload a new video. All right, you know, be kind, be good, spread the love, tell the ones you love that you love them, and I will see you for the next video. Bye. Nope. I don't know if that is any better. Let's just go with it. Oh well. And that is just messing up my ISO. Dear clouds. Oh, sorry. Oh my god. Is that better? It's too bright. There, that's better. Okay. After having adjusted the ISO so that the overcast isn't killing my video here, 74%. My head can't wrap around it. I think that's a muffin. No, it's a sweater. I'm sorry. Christmas bag.